So part 2 of the Burgman stroke Himalayan road test. Kev's just managed to find where to put the petrol. Look at it, I mean, it's a good looking bike. I'm sure you can work it out with your diplomas and PhD.
Hang on.
Have you got it? No need for a hammer. So that key bit there opens this flap up then?
I don't know, because I closed it again. I don't know what it's like.
Oh well. What you got in here? That's for your dildo, Kev. That can go in there, look. Yeah, and you can get your femme fresh in there, sorted. Excellent. Well, I'm having such a good time. We're literally 500 yards up the road. I can see what Nathan Millwood, I can see what he means about the bike being fairly vertical when on the side stand. It's not really, it needs to lean another inch. Let's get my leg over. And they also say that the bike weighs quite a bit. This feels like I'm sat on a very small scooter. I don't know. We'll take it apart when we get to our.
That just needs to go back just a touch.
Does it? Can you not sit on the back bit?
Still got cruise control.
Yeah. He's got a heated fanny pad on there, heated grips, adjustable screen, the wing mirrors fold in. Obviously, you've got a heated front seat, heated rear seat.
Lunch under there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done the other two pads already, the boxes already, so that's all good. Right, let's start up the Himalayan. That doesn't overly fill me with confidence. The engine light's on. Oh, it's just gone off. That's good. The ABS light goes off when you start moving. And there we go. Is my headlight on? Yes, my headlight's on. Are you ready? Right, without stalling it. It's just something you have to get used to. Yeah, yes. Easy done, isn't it? All of a sudden the whole... It's going to be an interesting review, isn't it? I reckon we're both going to go away with the Burgman. Right. Ready after this beige one. If he gets his finger out. Not using the clutch. We'll stick to the old speed limits. It's 30 through town. We are in Salisbury. I've just actually gone past the police station, so there you go. Getting little nods of approval from all the pedestrians, so I don't look like a knob. Wow, that's debatable, isn't it? But, there we go. Go straight over this roundabout instead of going left and then back up and then back down again. Ooh. Let me pull over to the right so Kev can go in on the left there. How is it?
Yeah, gosh, I didn't knock off. I don't like the riding position very much.
Well, it's yeah, legs up, isn't it? It's almost cruiser-like, isn't it? Well, now I've gotten used to that clutch. They do say give it a bit of beans to pull away because they stall. I've stalled it once already and I can see why, but literally it's not an issue. Right, slowing down again here. Let me get on this side. Where's Kev going? Oh shit, gone the wrong way. Burke. Hey, it picks up pretty well. Riding along on my push bike, honey. Where's he going? Yeah, brakes. I like that. I know that. I was just checking. Do you know I did that before on that on the flipping what do you call it charity ride that we don't like to talk about.
Well, that's the power button, is it?
Yeah, that gives you extra boost, doesn't it? I've just nipped up to 40. Kev's nipped up to his 40. We're going to go right at the end here towards our hour because we need some food. The bikes have been filled up. Well, mine hasn't. But I need food. I'm drifting off here. Keep fucking going. Southampton, Kev, is this way. You only live there. Oh, neutral. That's my fault. When you select neutral, the light doesn't come on for half a second and then it comes on. Gotta say so, oh my good lord. It's a lot of fun around town. It's not got that neck snapping speed when you open it up like my DeVille has. But then again, it's a single cylinder 411cc motorcycle and it's not designed to do that. Low down torque, there's just simply enough of it. It's just enough. You don't need more. It's an adventure style bike. And yeah, I feel like I've been on this forever. Just going to do a left turn here towards Southampton, which takes us past. Misses. And the guy, like I said, they were very generously giving us 2 hours because nobody else booked in behind us. Kev was supposed to be on the Himalayan after me, but we said to the chap, well, why don't we take the Burgman out because we really like the Burgman at the same time. So we're both riding together at the same time, so there's someone sitting there twiddling your thumbs, not. Let's pull out here, Kev. I don't know why, do you know, Salisbury, oh, nice place to live, nice bars and things in the evenings. But oh goodness me, it wasn't designed around the traffic all those thousands of years ago, was it? You can go, oops, indicator on. I'm literally just putting my feet down as we stop. It's so well balanced. Is yours balanced alright? Yeah?
Pretty chuckable, really.
Can you make us a cup of tea on it?
Oh, no, hold on a minute, I'll have a look.
Pulls away nicely. I know it's a perfect day for riding, sunny, you know, weather-wise. It just feels so planted. Wouldn't mind having to go in the rain. Bit of a clunk there going up in the gears, but I mean, when I started the bike up earlier, it It seems like a high compression engine. I don't know. I know it's a long stroke. But the engine light didn't go off for a little while, and that's a little bit concerning because, you know, is it low on oil or something? It's a demonstrator, so obviously it's been beaten to within an inch of its life already. I guess people come out on it that have come off of big bikes and they sort of think, well, let's see how fast it goes. Well, you don't need to. Just watch the reviews on YouTube or something, and you'll see that they do 82 miles an hour top end. So why try and get there just for the hell of it? I opened this up just now, coming up that dual carriageway bit. Yeah, didn't blow my socks off, but then I don't want this bike to blow my socks off. I want this bike to take me anywhere I want to go within the speed limit and comfortably, and at the moment it's 10 out of 10. I'm going to get on the open road in a bit. Kev will disappear off into the horizon, I know he will, because he's got that 650. It looks so cool, that bike. He's going to get back on his V-Strom and go, oh, this is all clunky and notchy, and he said it's so smooth. I can't wait to have a go on it, to be honest. And the fact that it's £300 cheaper than even this Himalayan, yeah, that's a lot of bike for your money, isn't it? Awful lot of bike for your money. Thank you, mate. Quick lifesaver. It is a bit busy. Anyone would think it was Friday afternoon the way this traffic is. It's a Saturday, 20th of October 2018, and we're out having fun. This is great. I just hope the microphone's working. Otherwise it's a pointless review. Oh, I've had a few bikes over the years. Oh, I'll just rattle a few off. There was a Suzuki GSX R250R racing bike, four-part. I've had a CBR 600F 1995 model, one with the bigger carbs and the bigger HP, very fast. I rode that for a bit, customised it, sold it on. It just isn't for me. I'm not into the speed thing. So this is where I say goodbye to Kevin, I think. I'm doing 45. We're just coming out of the thing. Let's wind it on a little bit and see what happens. Right, it's a gentle pickup. It's pretty good. I'm going to try and overtake this little Polo, whatever it is, little Fox. Very, very little vibration whatsoever. See you later, Kev. Excellent, what fun. Now if I was going away on an expedition, on a camping trip, yeah, this would do it. Very little vibration through the pedals, through the pegs. There's a tiny bit of vibration through the saddle. That isn't a bad thing, to be honest. I quite like that. There are no vibrations through the handlebars or the grips. The balance shaft that they fitted to this engine does its job well. The screen's only a small, slight little affair there out in front of me, but you know what? I've got a peaked helmet on and normally my head's being ripped back. That little beastie is doing the business. okay, in torrential rain I'm going to get wet. So what? I'm on a bike, you know, get used to it. I'm quite impressed with myself that I haven't left the indicators on. Hey, Carlos. Now, southwest, are we going... yeah, southwest is that way. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Got a slight incline here. You're not going to get any more than 70 out of it on an incline. Doesn't matter. I'm bimbling along, doing just what I love to do. And I've got a big, for some reason, I've got a silly smile on my face. Does it need a little bit more power? Yes, if you want to go fast, of course it does. But I don't want to go fast. I've just caught up with Evel Knievel here. I think Kev's trying out the tea he's made, so he doesn't want to spill anything. Oh, he's opened it up. I think he's finished his cup of tea. That thing just lifts up its skirt and gets on with it, doesn't it? Yeah, we did Land's End to John O'Groats this year. Kev did it last year and completed it. This year, unfortunately, his Strom broke down and he had to return home halfway through. I got so far and then literally had to turn back because I ran out of time. I was on my DeVille on old Christine, and yeah, she did really well. 20-year-old bike, did really well. I would have been just as happy on this little beastie. Okay, coming home, Christine made mincemeat of the motorways, absolute mincemeat, and I think on this I would like to go up and down over the hills coming home. Somebody's having fun. He's going to bean it. Is he going to bean it? No, 836. I don't know what the speed limit is along here. Gear changes are absolutely effortless, and I'm not using the clutch at all. Going up through the gears, absolutely effortless. Now, is the seat as comfortable as the DeVille 650C? I'll let you know in a couple hundred miles, but at the moment, yes it is. I'm not used to a big front wheel and a little rear wheel. On the DeVille they're both 17s. On this one you've got the 21 at the front and the little one at the back. Going at sort of, you know, dual carriageway type speeds, the gyroscopic effect just wants to keep you upright, which, don't get me wrong, is a good thing. It's very different from the DeVille because of the smaller wheel on the front. You can really flick that. This thing doesn't want to be flicked at this speed, and that's fine because, hey, great, better stability. I'm in top gear, I'm in, oh yeah, 5th gear, look, and the gear lever is just rock solid because you're at the end of the selection. You know, I've not seen well, I've not noticed a speed sign yet. The DeVille does sort of 55, 60 mpg. And to be honest, I have no idea what this does. I'm sure it must be around that kind of thing, and for a single, that's quite juicy. It's got a 15 litre tank. I think I'm right in saying, good for basically 200 miles. The DeVille, what I'm comparing it with, basically you can do 180 to 200 miles before you hit reserve if you've been driving it frugally. So yeah, commutes to work, I do 16 miles a day, 8 there and back, on twisty, windy, leafy lanes. The DeVille copes quite admirably in the wet. I'm still not 100% sold on the Bridgestones. I prefer the Michelin pilots. Yeah, I did have a moment where I was like, oh my god, and then seconds later, upright. I mean, I almost dropped the DeVille on the Land's End on the garbage run to John O'Groats. Almost dropped it. Yeah, that wasn't my finest hour. I put my foot down, stamped my leg down, and the bike somehow righted itself on a slippery incline, a twisty slippery incline. Just having a look round. The bike is so stable on the road. It's weird when I sat on it in the on the forecourt of the petrol station and jiggled the bike around, it felt light as a feather, only because I'm used to the heavy DeVille. This is only a few kilos short of the DeVille, believe it or not, weight wise. Let's get down to 50, we're at 50 already. And now I'm at speed, the bike feels quite heavy in the best possible way, and I mean that most sincerely. It sort of steadies the whole thing up. It's hard to explain unless you've had a go on one or you own one and ride one. You'll probably get that straight away, but to somebody that's not had a go, yeah. So it's kind of, we're going down to a 40. They do say as well that the front brake needs a good 2 or 3 fingers to pull it. It's not as sharp as most bikes. I think it's a twin pot caliper. I'm not actually had a look at it, to be fair. Well, when you're riding around on twisty, windy, leafy lanes, the last thing you want is a sharp front brake, trust me. And if you're green laning, also spot on. The back brake apparently is brilliant. I had a stab of it a little while back, and that was, yeah, really good. And I'm a strong believer in back brake first, and then front brake, put it in a close second, just to slow you down really quickly. Is my bum getting numb? Yes, it is a little bit, to be fair. I would say yes. But then again, if you're touring, you're going to be stopping fairly, unless you're going to get used to it. I don't know. I mean, my DeVille from the CBR seat was soft, and it looked exactly the same as the DeVille seat, and that was numb bum after 20 minutes. Proper numb bum. So yeah, this one I'm happy with it. Been riding now for a good 20 minutes, I guess. Do I want to spend £4,000 on a Himalayan? Good question. Is it worth £4,000? It's 3,999 to buy the bike, there's a further 200 hidden away in on the road plates and whatnot. So that's 4.2 bar a penny. If you want the panniers, it's 500 quid. That's 4.7. The first service is in 300 kilometres, I think I'm right in saying, and that is 130 or 150 pounds. So now you're pushing £5,000 already, and you've not really gone anywhere on it, kind of thing, if you know what I mean. But having said that, 5k is really cheap for a brand new bike, and I'm going to be doing a lot more touring next year. I mean, literally, Land's End to John O'Groats is the furthest I've ever ridden, and yeah, this would well, it has done it admirably, as Nathan Millwood will testify. And he's just gone across America on his as well, so he's done a couple of Land's End to John O'Groats, 2 or 3 actually, and he's racked up 15,600 miles on his with little or no issues. What is going on here? Are you still awake?
Mackie D's, if you want like a tea room.
Yeah, Mackie D's. Give them a wave on the camera. Yeah, we're going to stop at Mackie D's for something to eat. Oh, I'm ravaged. My stomach's eating itself. So, overall, so far, I've done, I don't know, 15 miles so far. I'm fairly comfortable. Is my bottom hurting now? No, it's still at that slightly tingly, numb sort of stage. It's comfortable, holds the road well. It's got